Fertilization. The ovaries produce an ova, which then travels through the oviduct. If a sperm encounters the ova, fertilization takes place. Now the zygote continues to move through the oviduct while it undergoes cleavage. As it enters the uterus, two different groups of cells form, which is called a blastocyst. One group of cells, called the trophoblast, forms the outer layer of the blastocyst. Once implantation is complete, the trophoblast starts to secrete the hormone HCG, which maintains the corpus luteum. As a result, the secretion of estrogen and progesterone continues. Next, gastrulation occurs, where the three primary germ layers develop. These include the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and the endoderm. During the first trimester, the neural system is developed, appendages are formed, and the circulatory system is formed, and also kidneys work and urine is produced. During the second trimester, skin is formed, the internal organs are completed, except for the lungs, and hair and eyelids, etc. are formed. In the third trimester, fat is being developed, and the lungs are completed. Complications include the Fragile X syndrome, thalidomide, and HCG. These can all affect your baby. Parturition, and the onset of labor. First is the dilation stage, where the uterine contractions and oxytocin cause cervix to open. The amniotic sac breaks and fluid is released through the vagina. The expulsion stage. Contractions push the baby through the cervix and passes through the birth canal. The placental stage. About 10 to 15 minutes after the baby is born, the placenta and umbilical cord are expelled from the uterus. Lactation. A suckling baby equals the onset of lactation. After giving birth, anterior pituitary produces and secretes prolactin. If suckling does not occur, milk production will stop in a few days. Technologies. Amniocentesis to monitor fetal development. The purpose is to check for genetic disorders like Down syndrome. The procedure, a needle is inserted through the abdominal wall, through the uterus, into the amniotic sac, where a sample of amniotic fluid is extracted for testing. Risks include preterm labor, respiratory distress, and postural deformities, fetal trauma. Alternative, transcervical CVS is an alternative to an amniocentesis that is safer due to the fact that a needle is not used to puncture the amniotic sac. Artificial insemination to enhance reproductive potential, purpose to become pregnant by means other than sexual intercourse. Procedure, semen is placed in the vagina by way of a needleless syringe. The woman lies still for a half an hour to allow fertilization. Effectiveness, many treatments may be required before becoming pregnant. The pregnancy rate is directly related to the total mobile sperm count. Birth control pills reduce reproductive potential. They prevent pregnancy. The pill contains estrogen and progesterone, trace amounts of testosterone. These hormones prevent ovulation as well as making the lining of the uterus thinner, making it hard for a fertilized egg to attach. The effectiveness, the pills must be taken at the same time each day in order to achieve maximum effectiveness. Imperfect use of the pill drops the effectiveness from 99.9% to 92.95%. Abstinence is 100% effective.